Hey, have you ever seen a burst in confidence? That's him. The moment he opens his mouth is deafening. The entire world ought to fall silent. A professional singer. Absolutely not. It's the arrival of the god of song, and the divine melody is now echoing. Every audience member is spellbound. We're all fans of God, but does God really love us? After all, Daoji's life is a thrill ride. These minutes on stage shower him with the brilliance of life. This Friday's song is literally Daoji's safe haven. Performing with his life on the line, even though he could be tossed into a marrow smasher at any moment, Daoji chooses to stand tall and embrace the light in the darkness. After the show, Daoji safely rolls back into his wheelchair, hanging out with his dog buddies and discovering they understand 250 grams of unsalted chicken fat. Subtitles, thanks a lot. You two big eggs. Who knows? Perhaps the dogs transformed into humans, or Daoji transformed into a canine. This is their parallel universe. With many dogs, Daoji earns little per weekly song, but pups sneak to rich homes for jewelry nightly. A whopping 99 insurance companies found the same batch of dogs popping up in multiple cases. Who's seen Daoji's little ride? That day, the little mustache from the insurance company followed Daoji to an abandoned building, and when the Doberman moved at the entrance, the mustache guy's heart skipped a beat. He dangerously approached, and this fierce dog crawled through the doggy door into Daoji's room. Alert! Ultra Dog Mode is on. Daoji saw someone aiming a gun at his dog, and without hesitation he swung open the iron door. The mustache demanded Daoji hand over the jewelry, which he borrowed. Actually, Daoji isn't solely driven by money. He simply aims to redistribute this wealth in a fair-seeming manner, and convey a sense of justice along the way. Under the threat of the mustache man, Daoji generously revealed the safe's password, yet he snatched up all the jewels, and being oblivious to God's wrath, he must face the punishment. Daoji didn't plummet into the abyss like a clown. He's like a first-generation superhero wanting to bring fairness and justice to the world. The next day, Daoji's dogs clamped down on the Black Boss crown jewels. The boss promised to stop meddling, but as soon as the dogs left, it was chop-chop time. That night, Daoji dressed to the nines for his performance, completely unaware whether justice would come from the gang, but he might just get half knocked out. He kept celebrating himself, but the gang had already snuck into his building, and the boy who came for help was already blue and bruised. Upon receiving the orders, the group of dogs swiftly charged out, with Daoji barely managing to rise to his feet and prepare to gather his weapons, while a small dog outside deliberately crawled through the dog hole, successfully drawing the attention of a young thug. When the first scream echoed, this one-sided massacre fully ignited as the separated chubby guy swiftly spotted his small fry and set off. Another thug noticed an even tinier puppy, and he approached with a flashlight, only to find the dog simply sitting there, staring at him quietly. The fourth parcel wandered into a room, and at the turn of the head, a dozen eyes stared back at him. By the time his teammates arrived, he was already half distributed. Meanwhile, the thug spotted the small fry and shot without hesitation, only to have his teammates rush over hearing the commotion. The little thug froze in confusion and was sent directly to the pit by the newly arrived whip. Then Daoji greeted him with 2 welcome bullets. Summer Fang's boss frantically called for backup, but the next second, his men fell into the trap. Sending another teammate to the grave, boss went into a wild shooting spree. Daoji, now down, desperately crawled back. With all traps already used, he didn't want the dogs to strain themselves, so he just gave up. Finally rolling back into the chair, even though he had fought and faced judgment, this was more than enough. Before long, the boss barged in, clenching a gun with an ominous heart, yet smirking. You really are a clueless clown. Subtitle: Cheers. The lives of over a dozen individuals were completely wiped out here. Daoji, you're incredibly cool. Daoji, having miraculously survived, rushed with his pups, but they were stopped by police midway. Stepping into the cop car all chill and relaxed. The detained Daoji wasn't met with an interrogation, but rather encountered a psychiatrist named Evelyn. Gazing at Daoji's fashionable look, Evelyn noticed his calmness, as if he were strutting in a fashion show. To gain trust, Evelyn introduced herself, stating that she is a divorced mother who single-handedly takes care of her children and elderly relatives. She's truly a woman of all talents. Even though her ex-husband frequently caused trouble for her and the kids, Evelyn works hard diligently, chasing after a wonderful life. Subtitles. Confronted with Evelyn's sincerity, Daoji gradually removed his makeup. If there exists merely one person in the world capable of understanding her, it would undoubtedly be Daoji, the big-hearted dog. Daoji informed Evelyn, dogs have all the great qualities, but their only flaw is that they trust humans. Daoji confessed to Evelyn, from dog life to disability life, from awakening to heartbreak, from shining glory to heroic responsibility, he held nothing back. To be honest, he wasn't really sick. He just ceased caring so much about this world. As Evelyn walked out of the precinct, Daoji's pups waved goodbye, as if saying, "Bye, Felicia." Cops collected Daoji's cutlery, but Daoji proclaimed, "I have completed my life." Before dawn, Daoji tidied himself up, while the little pups gathered and rushed toward the precinct. As soon as the pups entered the precinct, unsurprisingly, the cops dropped to the floor, while Daoji changed into a suit, ready to dress up. The pups grabbed the keys and successfully placed them at the door, as Daoji stepped out and saw the kids beaming with joy. Marching towards the rising sun, Daoji struggled to stand, opened the door, and walked towards the church with the kids. Ready. In front of the cross basking in the morning light, Daoji fell into the shadow of the cross that's the backside of God. In this place without light, Evelyn returned home and saw the gift Daoji left for her guardian pup. The dog god is the mommy of these fur babies, and these pups are Daoji's redemption. Some individuals don't go through hardships yet still bring darkness. Meanwhile, some maintain their kindness even amidst tragedy. What really is justice? What defines fairness? What is divinity? Where does faith reside? If you enjoyed this story, make sure not to forget to click the follow button. Let's keep on sharing more humorous and touching moments together.